is LeBron James and Anthony Davis right? Are the Lakers really one or two guys away? Because with those dominating performances against the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics, Rob Pelinka in that front office, they might be looking like, okay, we got to get on the move. Because the trade deadline is about a week and a half away. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. So as I mentioned, LeBron and AD, they feel like they're one or two guys away. AD feels like he's at his best when he's at the 4. And he feels like the Lakers need to get a big man because he compared them with JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard when they had success in that bubble championship. There was an article that was written this morning by Kevin Pelton about best fits on NBA contenders for 10 key players. And I'm going to name those 10 players. And out of those 10 players, there's only 7 who he feels like will be a good fit for the Lakers. You got Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, and you got Jordan Clarkson. Then you got Chris Boucher, Jeremy Grant, Brandon Ingram, Cam Johnson, Kyle Kuzma. And after that, you got Jonas Valanciunas and Nikola Vucevic. Out of those 10 guys, there's 3 that will not be a good fit for the Lakers. Bradley Beal, Chris Boucher, Jeremy Grant. The rest, he feels like could be a potential fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. So with that being said, we're going to start off with Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson had that 6th Man of the Year award in 2020-2021. He is a great spark off the bench. He is a guy who will come in and will score. He will shoot a lot. He'll create his own shot, which Lakers tend to have and don't have on certain nights. However, not really a guy you can rely on the defensive end. And right now, we don't want to be guard heavy when you're Lakers. You don't want to be guard heavy. And I feel like Jordan Clarkson, yes, as far as spark and bringing energy, as far as high offensive motor, cool. But we need guys to be able to play both ends of the floor if you want to try to acquire a guard if you're the Lakers. Right now, Jordan Clarkson, sorry, but I feel like he is not it for this Lakers team. So then you go down the list. Oh, Zach LaVine, all-star guard. Really, really great scorer. Can shoot at will. Can create his own jump shot. But he is also really, really athletic. Zach LaVine came off that season-ending foot surgery, and then he was trying to find his rhythm. His numbers have been a little bit low compared to a couple seasons ago. But Zach LaVine is the guy who you could potentially pair him up with Anthony Davis, but he needs the ball in his hands a lot. He needs the ball in his hands a lot. So if you throw him on the floor with LeBron and AD, and then you have a guy like LaVine who needs the ball in his hands a lot, don't know if that's a good fit. But can you work with it? Can you teach LaVine how to move without the basketball and be a threat at that level? Yes. Zach LaVine also, don't know how great he is as a defender. Again, Lakers don't need that. They're going to go out and get a guard. You need a guy to be able to play both ends of the floor. Zach LaVine, great scorer. Don't know if that translates on the other end. So that's another fit he felt like the Lakers could acquire and could get that would be a potential fit to contend for a championship. Cool. Then you go down the list. And you got Cam Johnson. Whew. Can that boy shoot that rock? Cam Johnson can shoot the rock. And I would love to see him paired up with LeBron James because we know how LeBron thrives off of shooters. Defensively. And I'm saying this, guys, and I'm saying this because I feel like teams are at their best when they can also defend, not give up that many points. And we've seen what the Lakers' defensive end has looked like early on this season. I know they got Jerry Vanderbilt back, who did look good in the 12 minutes that he played, but we need more out of that. We need guys to be willing to play defense, okay? But as far as offensively, Lakers always been wanting to have that guy who is just a certified shooter. As my boy Scott Kaplan will say, a laser. And Cam Johnson is that guy. But the big thing is, if you're trading the Brooklyn Nets, you already traded DeAndre Russell there, right? They're going to want more. They're going to want more. And you're going to have to include some picks. So Cam Johnson will be an interesting one. But if he were to go to the Lakers and just be maybe one pick, I wouldn't mind that because Cam Johnson can shoot the rock. He can definitely shoot the rock. And I want to talk a little bit more about these other players right after I let my partners have a chance to give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
As I mentioned earlier, Kevin Pelton wrote an article for NBA contenders, best fits for 10 key players for NBA contenders. I gave you guys a couple others. Now I was trying to finish down the list. The next person I want to get to is Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is having an injury history as of late. He has not been able to stay on the floor. And then teams are really hesitant even going out there to acquire Brandon Ingram because they looked at that first round exit that they had against the Oklahoma City Thunder in last year's playoff. And Brandon Ingram shot 14. I mean, he averaged 14 on 34% shooting. And teams look at that like, okay, we've seen what he did in that playoff series against the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you want to try to get Brandon Ingram right now in a trade deadline and put him on an NBA contending team, if you look at that, with him shooting 14 points, averaging 14 points, but shooting 34%, can that really help a team in the playoffs? No, because they look at that. They look at Brandon Ingram as a high scorer, a guy who can create his jump shot and be able to create for others. But he doesn't do anything on the other end defensively. Great size, great length. He can disrupt a lot of things in the passing lanes. But Brandon Ingram is known to be a guy to score. He is what you call a scorer. That's not what the Lakers need if they want to try to compete for a championship. Because they got to be able to rely on someone, if they do acquire like that, to be reliable on the offensive end when it comes down to playoffs, when it comes down to those grit and grind games. Brandon Ingram could be it. Don't know. But he wrote something very interesting on Brandon Ingram. He says, salary cap space issues make it a possible turn for Ingram to Lakers this season difficult after they traded Deondre Russell and acquired Dorian Finney-Smith, because Finney-Smith can't be tradable as of right now and before the trade deadline. So with that being said, he already came out and said it could be difficult as far as salary cap issues to acquire Brandon Ingram. And I don't think we need a reunion right now for Brandon Ingram. So then you go down the list. 2 Washington Wizards guys. You got Kyle Kuzma. Kuz. He did a lot for his Lakers team. Respect Kyle Kuzma. We know that he's been struggling this season, but it could be just the system that he's in with the Washington Wizards. But don't know if we need to see a reunion too with Kyle Kuzma. There's a reason why he part ways with guys like that. Kyle Kuzma wanted to get money. He wanted to get paid. Cool. He wanted to have that. He wanted to have that little bit of success and see what he can do individually and see where he can go. And Kuzma has not really been panned out for him. But like I said, it could be the system. He's definitely on a struggling Washington Wizards team. So when you have that, the team success is not there. Individual success is also not there as well. Kyle Kuzma could be a guy because he spaces the floor really well. He is also really tough. He does do some things well defensively, and he can rebound the basketball really well. I wouldn't mind seeing a Kuzma return, but we know what the Lakers need ultimately. And that's where I'm gonna go to next is big man, Jonas Valanciunas. He said Jonas Valanciunas could be a possible fit for his Lakers team. But then you gotta look at the salary cap issues and all that stuff. Lakers talking about what they could send Gabe Vincent back with the matching the salary and all that stuff. But Gabe Vincent has been showing some signs of promise going forward for this Lakers team. He has done a great job scoring, but he also is really tough defensively. And Jonas Valanciunas is not really a big, as far as when you compare that bubble championship team like a Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. Jonas Valanciunas is not nearly as athletic as Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee. So you look at that team and you compare, okay, Jonas Valanciunas, big size, great size, but Jonas Valanciunas does have moments where he can't even stay on the floor and they have to go small ball lineup with that Washington Wizards team because he can't keep up. The pace of the basketball game is like this. And I don't know if Jonas Valanciunas can go up and down like that enough. And I don't know if his size can really compare if you go up against a guy like Nikola Jokic who dominates every single year in the playoffs against the Lakers. Can you rely on Jonas Valanciunas to do this? Don't know. Big size, can he rebound? Yes. He's a traditional back to the basket big, can shoot the free throw line, can go to the free throw line and shoot the free throws really well. Defensively, that's where it's at with Jonas Valanciunas. Can you rely on him on that end? Then you go down, one last one, Nikola Vucevic. Vucevic, when he was with that Orlando Magic team, boy, can he rebound. Boy, can he score. He was averaging at least 20 and 15 a game with that Orlando Magic team. Then he went to the Chicago Bulls, and obviously fit was an issue. He was hurt a lot. Zach LaVine was hurt a lot, so numbers really were fluctuating with Nikola Vucevic. He can stretch the floor out really, really well. And I wouldn't mind seeing a pair with him and Anthony Davis on the same floor. Defensive end, though. Can you rely on him? But he's a great rebounder, and he will limit those second chance points where the Lakers have been struggling on. And as far as that, you can intertwine. You can switch out Anthony Davis and Vucevic, meaning Vucevic can go to the block. Anthony Davis can go to the perimeter. You can switch that out. Anthony Davis can go to the block. Vucevic can go to the perimeter. So you have that mix. It's like, okay, that's a pretty good mix. You can see the vision. And also, if you were to you can move Vucevic out and put him on the bench, and then bring in a high motor guy like Jackson Hayes. Bring in a high motor guy like that. The mix can work. But again, defensively, can you rely on him on that end? So those are a couple of names. Those are some key players that Kevin Pelton felt like could be potential fits for the Los Angeles Lakers. Please go in the comment section if you feel like those guys I named, either one of them were a good fit. If you'd like to see a return of Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, please go in the comment section and let me know. But if you have other ideas who you feel like Lakers could get before the trade deadline, please go in the comment section as well. I will read them out come next episode. But as always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace.